What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's having a great day. Back on the Toyota 2000 Toyota MR2 Spyder build that's been built 4,000 times. So I got this car when I was 17 or 16. I've had it for 15 years, 16, 17, 18, 19, a long time. That being said, it's gone through a lot of transformations, including a blown 1zz, a 2zz, a 2zz 5-speed, a 2zz 6-speed, a built 2zz, a 2zz built with 6-speed with turbo kit. So lots of different versions. Currently, the car is actually not really running, and one of the reasons why is kind of weird, but is because I need to polish those headlights. Is because there's no wire harness. So I took the wire harness off, and the reason why is it was worn and beat because that's been the same wire harness through all those engines. It was literally the original one. So I got another one, but what I noticed is that the car would start and die. And it drove with the old wire harness fine and then stopped working. And so I was doing a little research and thinking everything. So I did new plugs, coil packs, brand new Denso ones, fuel filter, fuel pump, fuel change, everything. And you know what I think it is my turbokits.com turbo, I think it's Black Label, came with a catalytic converter. And it's been on here since 2016. And I've done a lot of revs. I mean, how many years is that? Like 7, 8 years? Listen to this. Do you know what that is? That is a clogged cat. That's the issue. I know it has to be. So what was happening was I'd start the 2zz and it would die, or it'd crank and die. Or at one time, black smoke did come out of the exhaust. And what happened, I think, is the catalytic broke, crunched up into the back there, and the exhaust can't escape. So the engine starts and dies. And then it gets to the point where there's so much pressure in there, it just doesn't even run and doesn't even crank. So I think that's what the issue. So what we're gonna do today is I've removed the O2 sensor, and look at that. I mean, it's just black. That is not good. That is insane. It's just pure black. So we have an escape route for the exhaust, which is right here, right there, out of this little O2. So we're gonna rebuild the car today. We're gonna install the wire harness. This will probably take me 2 or 3 hours. Click it all back in. We're gonna make sure the oil and the coolant, it has oil and coolant. Tighten everything back up. Start it, try to start it. And I did buy a new battery. Try to start it without the O2 in there. And if it starts and runs, we found our problem. I would have never thought that. It's something that I should have thought, but I mean, the reason I actually found that is one night I just go and said, I wonder if it's the cats. I was just thinking about that. I was like, it seems like the exhaust can't get out. So went out there, shook it, and it rattled. Total cats. And it's not turbokits.com fault. It's just, it happens over time. The cats break down, especially when you're running rich, and especially when you're running a boosted car. So what we're gonna do is run it like that. Now, if it does run and drive, and we can do it without the O2 sensor, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have my exhaust guys cut this, and then we're just gonna weld a new straight pipe through there, and then just run out the exhaust. So that's what we'll do. Or I might just have them build a custom exhaust that comes out the middle of the car, because I've always wanted to have one come out the middle of the car. So we'll see what we can do. Let's jump into this. Let's get some work done. This is gonna be a whole day worth of work for me. And then we're gonna move on to the Evo and do some coilovers for the Evo, do some brakes for the Evo. And my CELICA got broken, so I gotta fix the CELICA, but yeah, let's jump right into this. Okay, ECU is reconnected. Back into here, I reconnected the ground right here into the fuse box. We've now set the new wire right here, and we're just gonna lay it. It's pretty simple, it just lays on top. In the last video, I showed you guys how to remove it, just reverse the step. Literally, you go the 4 or 5 plugs inside, you do this connector, and then it just lays on top, and you can just trace it along, real simple. When you're 2zz swapping your car, this is the big thing right here. This is the throttle position sensor. And what it is we're pulling the throttle that way on the 1zz you pull the throttle that way. So they like to use the word polarity, but whatever. The simple thing about it, just have it go the other way. If we're pulling it that way, these two, the brown and the blue, I'm 99% sure, I remember. They just need to be flipped. And all you have to do is pull, you don't cut this. You pull this little white thing off, you take a pin, literally a piece of metal that's thin, and you push these clips out, slide them back in, and you're good to go. When I was younger, I cut this, and I've had so many issues with this, and it's always been an issue. Don't cut it, just leave it like this. All you gotta do is push it out and push it back in. And please don't cut this, because I learned. I took this pin and pushed pretty hard down in each one of these, and it came loose. You can see that they're right there, that they're running to come out. All I gotta do is pull on these now. Just pull on these right here. I need to use 2 hands. And I'll pull them off and I'll switch them, and I'll show you here in a second. Okay, you are now switched. See it? Super simple. Please don't cut this. I just learned from my lesson. And then you just slide that clip back in. That white clip is really easy. It literally will come out almost with your nail. Okay, good news. Wire harness completely back installed. Absolutely everything's done on it. I have reconnected the alternator, reconnected the battery mount bracket. I don't have the intake on. I did do the charge pipe. I did do the mass airflow sensor. Car cranks, doesn't start. Why? I don't know. Let me show you guys kind of, and it does smell like gas. So one of the things I believe I said earlier in the video, is that the O2 or the catalytic converter is full. So let me show you. It's endlessly cranking. I believe that the Apexi did not forget the tune. I'm like 99% sure it didn't forget the tune. It did backfire once. So we're gonna put the key in, turn the wheel. It is on, it does say Apexi. So let's look here. I'm gonna actually put that down. And then it does say the monitor that it is running. Which map is it? Let's look here. This is a 2zz Power FC 2.71A EFC version. Now that's the version of the ECU. I'm assuming it still has the tune on there, because you can go to settings and it's holding what it originally had. So I don't think it's gone at all. One of the things though is that the check engine light is on, and it shouldn't be on. That means one of the sensors is not working. So one of the sensors is not connected. And which one is it? Let's go find out. That's struggling. I need to find out. Okay, here are my options. Option 1, I need to get a stock ECU, because I still don't have one. Why do I need a stock ECU? Because the CEL turns on, and it used to not do that. And the reason it turns on, usually on the Apexi, when it does that, is because one of the sensors is not happy. That's usually what happens. One of the things that I notice, so that should go off. Everything except for the battery should go off, and it's not going off. It needs to go off. It should go off. Is that the water temperature is a dash. So maybe that plug is not good. Usually it would read what the water temperature is. So that's kind of not normal. Now that shouldn't cause a no start. I don't think so. I don't recall this. So 1, I get a stock ECU, see if that sensor's fouled. Maybe. 2, and then with the stock sensor, or with the stock ECU, it would run all the sensors, and I could find out which sensor's bad. Apexi doesn't have a check engine light. I don't know if you guys knew that. 2, I could take it to a local shop here and have them sort it, and then again, I just get the car running and driving it. Or 3, go all out and reach out to Monkey Wrench and ship the MR2 to Monkey Wrench. And then what they would do is fix all the small little issues. I had oil leak, coolant leak, cranks but no starts. Here, we'll do it again. Cranks, no starts. Nice starter though, new starter. And then the methanol needs to be tuned on it, and then a tune. And what would happen is we'd have a ripper, an absolute ripper of an MR2, and then I ship it to them, and then I go out there and drive it back with YouTube content. I think that's what we're gonna do. Some things before I do that, I need to change the seat because I have new leather seats. I got a sponsor video, I got to do that. I'll get a new windshield probably on the way back because I do need a new windshield because I have a crack. And then I need new tires, and I'd get new tires probably over there. But I think that would be an awesome adventure. So that's what I'm really leaning to, and finally getting this car running right. And they might have to do an engine out. So this might be, you know, a little bit of money, quite a bit of money probably. But I finally have the MR2 running the way I want it to. And so that's what I think I'm gonna do. Because I've been working on this car forever. It has a brand new clutch, new transmission I just put in there. It has a new wire harness that we just did together right now. And then now it just cranks, it doesn't start. I don't know why it doesn't start. Makes no sense. It's like literally the identical issue of the Lotus. Do you know what happened to the Lotus? Did you guys ever tell you that? The Lotus ELISE, the ECU was fried. And so they ripped out the ECU, ripped out the wire harness of it, put a new wire harness on, and then did a double 2 ECUs on it. And it was probably like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. And I got new wheels, new tires, new all that stuff on that ELISE. They probably put 15 grand into it. And then the Lotus ELISE Turbo worked again and sold. I think they sold for like 70 grand, 50 grand, a lot of money. But that being said, that was the issue that with the Lotus ELISE. It's always an ECU thing. So for me, I would love... Oh, now it's starting a little bit. Let's try that again. I would love to get it going. Again, that ECU, the check engine light should go off. Okay, that was 155. Let's do the next one. So one compression done. Let's try the next one, cylinder 1. Good. Not good, not as good. That's not good. It's 120. So I don't know. That could be an issue. The other one was 150, 150, and now we're at 120. That's quite a bit low. Ooh. Let's try the next one. Again, not good. Ooh, so it's not the best. 120, a little bit lower. Let's go again. Let's try one more time. Oh, bad compression. Dang. Well, there we go. That's no fun. What do I want to do now? No good. Alright, should I sell the MR2? That sucks. That's not good. So one was 155 or 50-ish. One was 150, then we had a $120, and now we got a 100 or 90. It's not good. So either the head gasket is gone or bent valve or something like that. The compression's off. 2zz shot. Needs a rebuild. There's no other reason for that. I mean, I can rerun them again, but that sucks. What do I want to do? I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do. We'll see. I've had 2zz turbos for a long time. I just built another 2zz turbo. I don't know what I want to do. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I don't know. That sucks. I have like an $1,800, or no, more than that, like a $2,100 new transmission, a $800 clutch. This engine's pretty old. It's pretty old. It's about from 2016. And then, I mean, for me, and it was just refreshed by MWR. So low compression on 2 of the cylinders, lower compression. I would assume it's still fire though, just not making as much power. I want to put it back together, see if I can fire it one more time. Sucks. Hilarious. This is the exact same issues that I had with the Lotus. Literally hilarious. It was an ECU for them. Okay, so I had 150, 150, 120, and like 100. Way off on the cylinder 1. So that's not good. So I'm assuming that the valve is bent, something like that, sleeve, something, compression. But it should still fire at 150 on 2 of them. It should still fire. It almost started a couple times. Even right now, it got up to, the PFC it showed it got up to 400 RPM and then dropped. So it did fire a little bit, just didn't continue it. And it's probably just a dead 2zz. I'm gonna look around, but I think 90 compression on a cylinder is literally half the compression. There is no compression on it. And so it could be leaking into the others. Grrr. So what I could do is get a different 2zz, put it in here, then stay with that. Or I could just go NA for a while, sell a turbo kit, or I could just sell the whole car. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. This car's too cool to sell. I mean, look at that thing. Everyone would want that. I'd want that. It's so easy to put an engine in too, so. All right, I'm gonna wrap up the video. I put it back together again and I cranked a whole bunch. I don't want to kill it. I got a new battery. I don't want to kill it. And it's really clean and pristine. I put it all back together. It's just missing the intake, which is just right over there. What am I gonna do? Honestly, I may sell it. If you guys want to buy it, I'm in Washington State, United States. You want to buy it? I might sell the car. My fiance said you can't sell it. Yeah, I might sell it. I know, I've had it for a long time. I'm just frustrated. I just maybe want to try new things. It comes with a hard top. I don't know if I should sell it or not. But I gave it my best to start it. It's the same thing. It's a complete car, has everything it needs. K-Sport coilovers, really expensive wheels, super Leggero, it needs new tires. 2zz, but probably doesn't work. Brand new transmission pretty much. LSD on it, 03 taillights. Nice paint job. Yeah, TRD kit. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Comment down below what you guys think I should do. I'm kind of frustrated. Oh, and it has a new wire harness, so there's that too. Yeah, swing by MR2.com, of course. The issue with the CELICA, I'll show you guys what's wrong with the CELICA. It's pretty funny. I can't believe it happened. It's kind of random. Pretty easy to fix, but yeah. Make sure to like, subscribe, swing by MR2.com. Please comment down below what you guys think I should do. Final update. This is the next day. I've been working on this thing nonstop. I did crank it over with the sparks out. Only cylinder 3 fires. Weird. There's only spark on 3. I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. Number 2, I put a dab of oil into cylinder 1 and got it up to 140 psi. So that's good news. So now 140, 130, 120, 150, 150. Now they're all pretty similar. So we'll see. That's crazy. So I don't know. It's still low compression. I mean, I can do a compression test on that thing and it'd probably be like 180, 190, maybe even 200. But, so just wanted to do a little outlog here. A couple things I'm doing. I did order another stock ECU because there is a check engine light and that should send me to a sensor. And then maybe we can replace the sensor. I'm thinking it might be, again, I've replaced the TPS, I've replaced the crank positioner, and I've also replaced the cam. So I'm thinking it's one of those. I don't know. So maybe the timing's off, I don't know. But that is kind of good news at the very end that if I did put a dab of oil in there, that I got it up to 140 PSI. Again, that means it's not sealing, I think. There could be something with the piston, which makes sense. Or with the, yeah, with the sleeve. But we'll figure it out. I gotta get this thing running. I don't know. I just wanted to throw this in here because I did find a little bit more. One, that the cylinders, this is the only one that's firing, sparking. The other three are not. And I did put a dab of oil, compression test it, and got it to 140. So that's all good news. So we'll figure out what the spark is up with that.